Okay guys, so I am doing a video because Kevin Leandro has been emailing me. Some of it's been back and forth. I mean, it has been back and forth, but Kevin, even when I say goodbye, he doesn't say goodbye. When he wants to talk, it's okay. When I want to email him, he doesn't like it. So it's kind of like this thing going on. So anyways, for the last 4 days or so, he has lied and insulted me. And you know what? It's okay, because when you have on the armor of God, there is protection no matter what insults are hurled your way. And this is for the Christian to know. I mean, a lot of unbelievers don't understand this, but we are in a spiritual battle. We are with light and darkness. So it is your duty as a Christian to put up with some stuff. It really is. I mean, if Christ was on the cross and he took some stuff, you can take it in the name of being a Christian. It doesn't mean you have to put up with some stuff. It doesn't mean you have to put up with emotional abuse and stuff. But if you are going to be persecuted for your beliefs, blessed are you. Take it on the chin and enjoy it. And I'm actually like, bring it. Enjoy it. It's actually a blessing. So anyways, Kevin wants to say that I'm a narcissist because I said Donna Mae was a narcissist. And she is the classic narcissist. Classic. So what we have here is we have some, I said to Kevin, let's talk about this. Do you want to talk about overt or, covert? We can talk about codependency here in this video. But that's another thing I said my husband has. He wanted all of my time, and when I worked, he was mad because I worked, because he wanted my time. And when I didn't work, he wasn't happy. And basically, when you have someone like that, it's a very difficult relationship because he's never happy. And that's what happened at the end, because I did establish my work more. I had to help him. I mean, my main job was to be a wife, a mother, and a homeschool mom for over 30 years. So it was his job to provide, and he couldn't, or he wouldn't be motivated. I mean, he left us with hardly anything. 3 times below the poverty level. So I took WIC, I took food stamps. I mean, not food stamps. I didn't take food stamps. I took WIC, I took Medicaid, food pantry, stuff I qualified because I had to help my husband because he didn't want to do it. So even when the trailer, we were behind on payments, his parents called him over and shamed him. This is part of narcissism, right? They totally shamed him. And they cornered him and backed him into a wall, and they're like, why didn't you pay like $110, right? Old trailer. Why didn't you pay this? And they broke relationship. And he's like, I don't know. And they're like, and your electric bill's off, and we're going to call the electric company. So they took information that was mine and tried to use it against me and say, why is that electric off? Instead of communicating that, hey, you know what, Melissa did call the electric company and they said that we could pay it on this day, and there was some kind of miscommunication where it got shut off. So this is Donna, grandiose perspective of their accomplishments. So she's had some abuse in her childhood, so this is the way she is. Her talents and capabilities, anytime she wanted to help us, it was Ben owed her. Ben owed her for everything, because she helped us. It wasn't like, oh, I want to help you because you're my son. It's like, no, you owe me worship because I helped you. Display of perfectionism in every area of their lives and expect it from others. That's Donna again. I am not a perfectionist, and as I have said so many times, I'm actually messy, and I am not a perfectionist. So this is on her again. Need of constant attention and admiration. That was her. Any bit of help. Have us over for dinner, and it's you or the world, right? No matter how many times we went over with the kids for, every week, whether Christmas, swimming, whatever, it was, we want to see you more. And it's like, hey, I got my own life to live. Focus on special things. So the reason why they were really ticked off about the bill not being paid is because the bank called, and the bank gave them a hard time and said, you co-signed this loan and you did not pay it. So the way people look in the community is big, right? So for them, they had a social status to protect, they had possessions and everything else to look good. This is $110. We were behind for a couple months here, and they tore down relationships because they didn't like how they looked. And, you know, sometimes when we would go over there, like one of the kids had said, you know, oh, I don't like this, you know, for dinner or whatever, just like a kid does. And Donna took it personal. It was like a real personal thing that her cooking someone didn't like. They want special treatment even when it's not deserved. You want a relationship, you got to work at it, right? Using manipulation and lying to get what they want. Yep. Exploiting others, taking advantage of others for their own wants. So rather than coming to me and saying, hey, you know, this really kind of hurt my feelings that you didn't come over this week or something, it was, no, let's go on social media and Facebook and waste Melissa. They can't regulate their self-esteem. So when someone, you know, doesn't like their cooking, you know, they feel all this shame. Lack of emotional connection with others. They only associate with people they consider to be close to their own status. So Donna had her own daughter live with her for about 40 years instead of teaching her daughter to go find, you know, like a life. That handicapped her. She had to be on meds. She had to go, like, get a breast boob job because she lost self-esteem, all this stuff. Lack of respect for people's boundaries. So she didn't like when I said we are not coming over all the time. So then she decided to go to Care Pharmacy and make up some lies about me with the whole town of Epsom. And then a lack of empathy. She didn't want to see her son for years. She actually didn't bother with him. And when you do hold her accountable, she didn't like it. And so that's kind of what narcissism looks like 101. We'll talk more about this later.